The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus left Gennesaret and set out for the territory of Tyre. There he went into a house and did not want anyone to know he was there, but he could not pass unrecognized. A woman whose little daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him straightway and came and fell at his feet. Now the woman was a pagan, by birth a Syrophoenician, and she begged him to cast the devil out of her daughter. And he said to her, "The children should be fed first, because it is not fair to take the children's food and throw it to the house dogs." But she spoke up. Yes, sir, she replied, but the house dogs under the table can eat the children's scraps. And he said to her, "For saying this, you may go home happy. The devil has gone out of your daughter." So she went off to her home and found the child lying on the bed and the devil gone. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So today we find another story that we could claim for ourselves that really relates to us. Not only this, but all the stories in the Gospels, they always talk about our situation. It's not a story of the past, it is our own story. And here today we talk about this Syrophoenician woman who reaches out, if you want, reaching out for grace. If in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 8, we hear about a pagan man, a Roman official, a centurion, who says, "I am not worthy to have you under my roof." And this is also in Luke's Gospel chapter 7. And he says, "Jesus, I am not worthy to have you under my roof." And today in the Gospel we find a woman of whom Jesus says, "You are not worthy to receive what you are asking for because you are a pagan. You are not worth it." And the woman reaches out for grace. She does not stay and says, "No, I am a pagan, I cannot be helped, I am unworthy, I am worthless, I am just a piece of trash, I am just a dog, I am just a pig, I am just in my sinfulness, I am broken, I cannot rise up, I cannot be helped, I am doomed, I am damned. There is nothing that I can do about myself." But no, Jesus tells her, "No, you are not, the children should be fed first." So in other words, you are a pagan and I came for the household of Israel, not for the pagans and all that. And Jesus does not say this because he does not want to heal the woman or he wants to refer to her as a dog or whatever, but it's a challenge to reach out to this grace. And of course, this woman responds to this challenge positively. She does not give up. She does not go to that position where she is dragged down to where she will not want to be. She does not begin to condemn herself, but she says, "It is true I am not worthy, but there is something I depend on, the love and the mercy of God." And she reaches out for that at once. And when she reaches out for that, she receives what she's asking for. She says, "Yes, it is true, I am not worthy. It is true, I'm worthless. But I can also benefit from this grace. I can also eat from the scraps that has fallen from the children's scraps. The house dogs can benefit from the scraps that fall from the hands of the children when they are eating." And Jesus says, yes, she is reaching out for this grace. And just to say that grace is only offered. We are given the freedom to be able to stretch out our hand and pick it up, or to say that we can never do it, we can never make it, we are doomed, we are damned, we are worthless, we are unworthy. The woman, of course, is told that she is unworthy. She's told that she's worthless. She says, "Even though I am worthless, there is something called God's love. There is something called God's mercy. There is something that is called grace that is offered not only for the Jews, not only for the children, but also even to the house dogs. They can benefit from this grace. And that is what we need at all times to remind ourselves of. That not the amount of sins that we have committed can put us in that position where we cannot be helped. All of us can be helped. All of us can be redeemed if only we can reach out for God's grace, if only we can reach out for God's mercy, if only we can reach out for His love, which is made available for all. The revelation of Jesus to Saint Faustina was the availability of God's mercy for us. But our inability, not our inability, but we don't really want to reach out to this mercy. We don't want to reach out to the love because we have remained in that position of saying we are unworthy, we are worthless, we are sinful, we are broken, we are not able, we cannot do it. And that is why we remain where we are. That is why we remain sinful. And many have lost, because of this, they have lost their sense of sin and a sense of shame. We are not even ashamed again of what we do. We are not even aware that we are sinning. We are not even aware that something is happening to us that is not supposed to be happening. But when we reach out for grace, when we reach out for His mercy, when we reach out for His love, then we are out of the darkness, we are in the light. And when we are in the light, then we can be able to see that there is a darkness. If we are in the darkness and we are not aware, then we remain in the dark and we say, okay, it's fine, it's okay to be here. The pigs, when they are digging around, when the pigs are digging around, they feel this is a home, this is a place to be. But if they are washed and they are brought out of the mud, then they look around and they say, yeah, this is mud, this is dirty, this is not good. In the same way, when we reach out for God's love and His mercy, then we look back and we say, there is something called darkness which I should not get into because I am in the light. My dear brothers and sisters, grace is only offered. It is not forced into us. We are not given it. It is only offered to us. And we have the freedom to receive it or to say, no, I am not worthy, and stay in that language of not being worthy, not being worth it, of being sinful, of being broken. And then we let that chance pass by. He wants to receive all of us into His kingdom. There is none that is not worthy. Of course, we are unworthy by our sinfulness, but He makes us worthy by the fact that we humble ourselves and we say like this woman, yet it is true, I am not worth it. It is true, the food is meant for the children, but I can benefit from the scraps that fall from the children's table. And it is only when we realize that we are unworthy, it is that humility that makes us truly worthy. And like this woman who says and reaches out for this grace, let us ask God for the grace to be able to reach out for the grace that He offers us, for the love and the mercy that He offers us. May I ask God for the grace to be able to do this, that we may remain children of God and not only house dogs.